Hey guys, it's Jason from GameRave.com, and this is actually an episode of Present Tense. So, first of all, I haven't really done one of these in a long time, and I figured after coming back from the Midwest Gaming Classic, it'd be a good time to just, detox, get some stuff off my chest, talk about, modern day gaming for a little bit. That being said, huge shout out and hello once again to all the people that actually recognized me at the con. I gotta admit, when I first said I was going and basically joked about hi if you see me say hi, I wasn't expecting anyone to be there and say hi to me. And the first person to actually come up and just be like, Game Rave? That's really cool. Not just because not from a celebrity standpoint or a fame standpoint, but having talked with everyone, there was just this incredible sense of validation. Like what I do actually means something, and that means the world to me. I can't remember everyone who I met and so forth because alcohol. But huge shout out again to Ryan. Hopefully you guys get the house. Shout out to Kaylin. Hopefully you didn't spend too much money buying PlayStation 1 stuff. It was good seeing Carlson again from Mad Gear Games. All my friends from the message boards. And if I happen to forget your name, please know that I loved meeting you and I didn't mean to forget your name intentionally. But yeah. So with this episode, I wanted to kind of just discuss things. I've been getting a lot of cool email concerning the VHS archives and if I have more and so forth. Truth be told, when I upload all those videos, with the exception of accidentally leaving 2 or 3 private, that's everything I had until the other day I actually found another VHS cassette to do. So I will have to find my VCR and get that hooked up and we'll get that uploaded again. If you guys happen to have any PlayStation VHS tapes that are not shown on my archive, or if you know people that have tapes and they're willing to sell them or donate them, I'd gladly pay shipping. Let them know, let me know. I wasn't expecting that to have that big of a fan base, especially I think it's the wrestling ones up to 6,000 views. But I'd love to keep that going. As far as Midwest Gaming Classic goes, I bought a lot of strategy guides and stuff. In fact, I've almost bought exclusively strategy guides, which I wasn't expecting, thanks to my variant mentor and buddy Steve, who knows my strategy guide library better than I do. I was able to find a whole bunch of cool stuff that will get uploaded, including this little oddity. It's one of those generic, we have a bunch of games in here, guidebooks from, I think it's Prima? No, from Brady Games. So that's going to get uploaded. Good old variant of Final Fantasy Tactics. Love it! And a whole bunch of other neat stuff. And, this is actually kind of cool. I mean, they're just sports games, but while digging through a vendor was actually, there was this vendor that was a game store, if you will, and they apparently were clearing up their back room, but instead of trying to have it organized and so forth, they literally just dumped stuff into bins and I was gonna say barrels, but they're giant bins and rubber bins, and most of it was incomplete or damaged or labels. But in digging through 2 or 3 of the bins, I actually came across a couple sealed PlayStation games and demo variant it's not gonna be worth doing on a video, but the sleeve is actually paper. It's not the thick cardboard, so I thought that was kind of cool. So eventually when I get to the demo pages for those guys, we'll get those uploaded. Even my fiancée, Becky, who I was not expecting to have as much fun as she did, actually bought an import Sailor Moon game for our Saturn, so I'll be able to show her how to hook all that stuff up and play it. So that was really cool. But we had an amazing time, and for what's his face, yes, it's we. I mean, me and Becky this time. But yeah, one of the things I wanted to get off my chest was that when you shop around a lot, you tend to notice things. And as far as locally shopping, this area is dead. I mean, I've got Goodwill, Half Price Books, a Disc Replay. There's another thrift store on the way. There's nothing. It's just barren wasteland. If you actually find 3 games in one spot that aren't your typical, everybody has those games, it'll be a miracle. And to run around that dealer's room the first day for 6 straight hours and just see all the different games and consoles again and all the weird stuff, it was just it was so cool. But I did notice something weird. And maybe it's because I'm not part of that, for like a better term, era anymore, or genre. But it seems like PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox don't really get any love. Like I said, now this might not be true at all, just because I haven't collected them forever, and in fact, I don't think I ever really truly collected original Xbox. But out of this huge tent of dealers, it always seemed like everyone was just sitting on so much PS2 and Xbox stuff. Now, granted, yeah, there's filler. I mean, every system's got filler and so forth. But, like, even popular titles, or like, you know, uncommon titles, it seemed like, you know, like they couldn't give them away. There was one seller who had like a bin of like just dingy, dirty, whatever you want to call it, like filler stuff for, like, say, like Nintendo, like all the John Elway quarterback club, stuff like that. And then next to it was like a PS2 bin that was just like, you know, $2 each or whatever, and it was like popular games and everything. Like, am I out of the loop on something? Does no one care about these two systems? So, Windows Gaming Classic aside, modern day gaming, played through and beat Horizon. Oh my fucking god! If you have not played Horizon on the PlayStation 4, and if you don't have a PlayStation 4, you need to buy the game, buy the system, and go play it and enjoy it. As a Mass Effect whore, I think I'm about maybe a third of the way, halfway through Andromeda, and while I'm enjoying it, glitches and shortcomings aside, I can tell you that Horizon probably will be my game of the year. That game has everything. The addiction, the just one more go at it if you're expecting a thing, the excitement, the graphics, the music is gorgeous. I listen to the soundtrack almost every other day at work while I'm working on things. Just a phenomenal job on Horizon. Andromeda has its shortcomings, but it's once you actually get into the further planets, like past Eos, it actually gets its addiction thing again. Except I've been uncovering lots of glitches. My God. But other than that, I really haven't been playing much else. I need to actually figure out another PlayStation 1 game, or even like a Saturn game to play, to do the review of after having done Jackie Chan and Street Skater. But yeah, God, Horizon was so good. So what else is going on? I know I've been singing it for a while, especially to the actual Patreon folk, but we are going to be slowly working eventually, once I, you know, get some time back in here, because I have so many updates to do for the Living History project. We're going to be basically going into our Patreon page and tearing it from limb to limb and rebuilding it and redoing some things. Friend of the site, Jimmy over at the PlayStation Sanctuary, asked me to look over at his Patreon page, and in giving him ideas for his, I actually looked at mine at the same time, and I was like, wow, I have a lot of dumb stuff on there. And I hate the video I have up there. Like, it makes me look like a weird priest just because of the white Henley and yeah, whatever. But so hopefully for the next month or so, I will get that refreshed. Maybe whip up some new graphics for the YouTube page and the Patreon and our social media stuff. But yeah, huge shout out to all of our current Patreon members and longtime members. I really do appreciate, obviously. So much stuff has come from you guys. The green screen, the ability to do better videos, things like that. But yeah, it's good times. Very good times. Really do appreciate it. Funny enough, I was supposed to start scanning in the magazine ads that I've been archiving over the past few years and everything. And it turns out the settings that you need for the scanner to properly scan the magazine ads, so it doesn't have the dot matrix effect on it, goes really, really slow. And what I thought was going to be like 10 to 20 pages done ended up being like 4, maybe 5. So the original plan was for me to just scan them all in, get them into their own separate, you know, ads page, whatever, and be done with it. But instead, if you guys could tell in some of the newer game pages, I am going to actually be throwing them into the pages as I get to the pages instead. So hopefully that way it'll be a quicker process, and I can actually start filling in a lot of those empty spots on the game page templates. Alright guys, that about does it for this episode of Present Tense. I really wish I had, like, every time I go into a present tense video, I'm thinking, wow, I got so much stuff to talk about. It's gonna be great, and then I end up getting it done in a short amount of time. But that said, I'll see you guys next week. Once again, thanks everyone for hanging out at Midwest Gaming Classic. Hopefully everyone did okay, be it buyer or seller. And I will see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Have a good one.